Okay, welcome. For this video, I'm going to show you quickly how to use ArcGIS Story Maps, which is another great way for either teachers to create presentations to share with students, or to have students create perhaps as a project. When we log into ArcGIS Online, we click the waffle board and we're going to look for story maps. And I give you a link to one that I've created before, so I'm not going to show you that one right now, but you can see I've got a few here. Basically, you're going to click new story, and basically I'm going to just go right to the start from scratch. Overall, it's really quite simple, right? You just, start off with your title. You can add a background image or even a video. But as we scroll down, we just basically start telling our story. Think of it as just basically like a PowerPoint or Google slide, but it offers a few different things that those programs don't. And the biggest thing is it just works well with everything that you might have already created in ArcGIS. So for example, you or a student could look at including a map that you've already created, right? I've got all these maps that I've created, right? And I can just select it, position it how I want, right? And then I can literally click place map. And now I have my map as part of my story, right? And then I can go click plus and I can just start writing text to describe the map, right? And if I want, I can do basically a separator to start a new section if I wanted to. We've got, we can make our text bigger if we want to create a heading if we wanted to. We've got lots of different, if we want to embed, we can embed things from other websites. We can upload images, videos from different websites. Audio is a new thing that they've just added as well. There's lots of different options here. You know what, actually I am going to just kind of show you one that I have created to give you kind of an idea here. So this is one I created about erosion, and basically got my background image and basically work it as a lesson for my students, right? I uploaded a video for Bill Nye here, talk about the different types of erosion, got some different images. We can do links to other websites if we need to, just put in some fun things for the students to watch if they want. Right, we've broken it down into different sections, right? We've got a separator and then a heading. These are maps that I found on ArcGIS Online, right? Or one is about risk of soil erosion in Canada, right? A layer that somebody else already had, and risk of water erosion on cultivated land, right? So we can have students, answer questions regarding to that if we want. More videos, uploaded a document, etc. But here's my favorite part, is down at the end here. So I actually embedded into the story map a survey 1, 2, 3. And where students would put their name, which section they were in, because I had multiple sections doing this, and what kind of data they were collecting, whether it was an example of erosion or an example of prevention of erosion. And then they had to tell me where that example was and describe what was taking place. Some of them could upload an image, etc., and click submit. And once they hit submitted, their information would actually show up on here. Right, and so I would get examples from students of erosion occurring in different places, and if I clicked it, it would tell me the student's name, what class they were in, what the example was, right? And I could take a look at where they got their reference from, if they included it, right? Oh, so we got a bit of a reference there too. So anyways, that's one of my favorite ways to use story maps, and why I like to use them as lessons, because they're a great way for providing lots of info and checking in at the same time by having students submit these things. And you can also just create like a small worksheet or something to kind of go along with it as well. So there's lots of different options here for you with story maps. I highly recommend it as a great tool for you as a teacher to create lessons for students, and for students even as an example of a project.